What's up, guys? So whenever I was filming at the house, I didn't realize it, but I started filming again to show y'all kind of the hardware and all that stuff, and my phone was full, so I didn't have any space to do any videos on it. I didn't realize I bought the 256 gigabyte and I didn't even know it was close, or else I probably would have just bought the bigger phone. So I had to go through, delete a lot of videos. So now we're here. This is the next day. We are coming back from collecting from a customer that was out of town, and we're heading back into Lubbock right now. We're gonna swing by the bank, deposit this stuff, swing by another job site. We're gonna swing by the car dealer. I'm gonna talk to him about, I have two vehicles. I have two work trucks, and we really only need one. Technically, I have four work trucks. One of them has a blown motor. One of them my sales guy drives, and then the other two we use for the foam stuff. Usually, we have an F-150 and then an F-250 flatbed. The F-150 usually pulls the scissor lift, but I'm just gonna have to start letting my sales guy run it with the F-250 and pull it. That way, there's no reason for us to have the vehicles. The insurance on them is crazy because it's a company vehicle and all this and that. And I had to buy some vehicles last year. Towards the end of the year for tax purposes, so now I don't need the vehicle. So I'm gonna talk to my buddy, see what my options are. I would love to trade in both trucks and the M5. So trade in 3 vehicles for two, a new M5 and then just a newer F-250, probably a 17 or up if I can find it that has a little bit less miles on it. XLT or whatever, for the guys to drive. So getting rid of an auto loan and an insurance plan for that vehicle. So that'll save some money there. We got the Bronco coming in. Hopefully in the next few months. I bet you it's middle to late summer is kind of what I'm assuming. But anyway, so just kind of tidying some stuff up. The M5, I don't know what the problem is. I tried to do some more research last night in the forums, but something's weird with the dual clutch. I don't know. Whenever I'm under throttle, it holds power great. I don't think it's the clutch is slipping, but whenever I'm just driving, like if I'm not in cruise, if I don't have my cruise set, if I'm just driving and then I let off the gas, instead of it staying in that gear, it engages the clutch and it just starts coasting. Like on 80 miles an hour or whatever, if I barely let off the gas, it engages the clutch and starts coasting. Well, that's fine. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not, but whenever I put my foot back into it, it takes it a minute to get into gear, and then even then, it doesn't know which gear it wants to be in. If I'm just coasting at 70 and I stab my foot 15-20% down, well, then it may jump to 5th gear. Then it really takes like a second or two for it to get to that gear, and I don't think that's normal because this car didn't do that the entire time I've had it. The shifting, the manual shifting and everything was way different. Now it's just acting kind of weird. I'm going to pull, as soon as I get back to the house here, I'm going to pull the code and see what we're dealing with. See if there's any transmission codes. But from what I've read online, the clutch slipping is the main problem on these cars. And I don't think it's the clutch slipping. I think it's just something weird that it's engaging the clutch whenever it's just coasting. I don't know exactly what it's doing, so I'm not that familiar with dual clutches, but that's just what I feel like I think it's doing. And it didn't do it before, so I don't know what the deal is. But all the stuff on the forums about people having their clutch slipping, it's not what I'm experiencing. They're under throttle, and then all of a sudden the RPMs jump, which I understand what the clutch slipping is. I've had cars that have done that in the past, so I kind of understand that. This car's not doing that. Under throttle, it's great. It drives like it should. The second I let off the throttle or something, sorry, driving through traffic here. The second I let off throttle, it engages the clutch, and I don't know. Anyway, so that kind of worries me. I don't know what the problem is. I looked online, and the clutch packs are like $900, and the labor's probably $1,800 to $2,000 to do it. So $3,000 to $4,000 for a clutch pack. Now after that, the transmission would be stout, and you could, you know, do a little bit more power and not be worried about it. But if I'm being completely honest, instead of me spending $3,000 or $3,500, I would rather trade this car in. And since I'm already trading the other trucks in, I might as well I'll trade this car in, get a newer M5 that has less miles on it, a 14 or up that doesn't have this ugly ass steering wheel. Actually has the updated skinny BMW steering wheel with the M buttons up here, just the updated version. But anyway, get the newer one, a little bit less miles on it, spend that $3,000 or $3,500 and do a full downpipe, intake and exhaust and tune M5. And with that, I could do all of that and have, you know, a lot more power. I know it would be faster than this, even though it's basically what this car is now. I know that this car is not 100%. There has to be, it's quick, but I just know that the car's not 100%. So I'm not going to push for a higher power level with it and then just grenade it on purpose whenever this thing is as expensive as it is. There's no reason to, you know, play with that. So I'm going to trade the car in. You know, the monthly payment may go up, you know, a little bit, $50, $100, whatever it is, depending on how expensive of an M5 I get. Just had a low battery mode, so hopefully this thing doesn't die on me. But depending on how new the M5 I get, and then just do a full build on it, immediately get the downpipes, intakes, and exhaust all at the same time, and the tune, and then basically, you know, have a brand new car. To me anyway, I can't afford a brand new one. I wish I could, but anyway, so we're gonna kind of get with that. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna swing by the dealer real quick, my buddy's dealership, and or the dealership my buddy works at, and kind of talk to him about the options I'm explaining to you guys, and kind of see what's out there. So I'll be back on here. I'm gonna try to charge my phone while I'm driving there, and get you guys some updates. All right, what's up, guys? So I got through talking to my buddy at the dealership. I'll go over that real quick. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get the tuning going on this. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and retune this, reflash it, see if we can figure out if it has any codes in it. Applications running, and then you go to, let's see if I can see that. I'm gonna go to Google. Boot mode 3. Boot mode 3. Right there. Okay, so you can go in here. Let's see. Connected. Sign in. I'm already in there. Cool. So it says it is connected. I'm going to go ahead and go down here, go to diagnostics. It says it's reading. Anyway, while it's doing that, I'm going to just flash it, and then I'll be done. And I'll do an update to see if it fixes any of the problems. But anyway, so see, that's what's weird. No code found. I don't know. Guess I'm just gonna clear the codes. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and retune this, reflash it with the stage 2, and then just kind of see if it goes back to acting normal. My buddy at the dealership, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on a 2019 F250. Pretty slightly used, had like 20,000 miles on it. I went ahead and traded in 2 trucks that I have now for it, get it with a warranty and a nice new diesel pickup. That way we have a good one going forward. So don't know what I'm going to do with the M5 yet. I was going to trade it in, and I actually sold the intakes and the exhaust, or have them sold, and now this guy is trying to give me an offer for the car. So if that's the case, I can go through here, go to my maps. Let's just do the 92. Yeah, this is the non-burble tune. So I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Exhaust flats, speed limiter. Just go ahead and turn the no limiter off. I think I'm probably just going to leave that. High pressure fuel pumps. Original. Boost by gear, I'm not going to do that. DC. See, I don't have anything I don't have the codes. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm these changes. Now that that's changed, go ahead and hit this. Should be all good to go. I'm going to hit flash. And we're going to flash the car. So anyway, traded the truck in. I traded the 2 trucks in for 1. I'll go over that tomorrow. I'm going to be looking at definitely going to be trading in or selling the BMW, depending on how that goes, and getting a new one. I just really want a 14 and up, lower miles, so I don't feel like this thing's going to blow up on me every time that, which it doesn't. It feels great. It feels like a great car, which is why I want a newer one. But if you're going to push the car pretty hard, then I just don't think it's smart to do it with the miles this high. As far as an investment goes, I don't think it's smart to invest money in something that you're not sure on the certainty of it. So anyway, it's... Oh, okay, I guess it's already flashing. So it's already done. Because basically I already had the exact same tune. It just didn't have the aggressive, the burble on it this time. So I guess it didn't have to change very much. Normally on the diesels and stuff, they completely reflash everything. It takes the same amount of time every time you do it. But I guess on these, so it's finishing up. I guess it'll be finished. So yeah, we'll go on a rip on it here in a minute. Gonna wait for my son to wake up so we can go, and then we'll go and rip on it and make sure that everything's good to go. Go grab a drink or something, see if it's still acting funny or if it's being normal. If it's being normal, then I'll probably just try to sell it myself and not be super rushed on trading it in and getting a different one. I just want to have fun with it. So if I'm not confident in the car, then I'm not going to be able to. Okay, so yeah, it still has a while, I think. But anyway, so just gonna, I'd like to have a new car that I could have fun with, or not a newer car. This car's fine if it was acting fun, but I'm just saying I'd like the car that I have now. If I'm gonna be paying for one, I want it to be able to use it how I want to use it and be as rough as I want to be on it without feeling like it's gonna blow up on me. So, we're gonna be looking at different ones. They're basically the same minus the steering wheel. So we'll go over all that. I'll have a little video for you guys tomorrow at the dealership as well, just kind of go over everything, go over the new truck and all that good stuff before the guys burn off and go start working on it. So we'll see you boys tomorrow.